But it's Harzand the leader, racing now to the final furlong and begins to race on clear. Tarazani, Sean O'Casey, and then Sword Fighter and Qatari Hunter. But it's Harzand clear, going right away from Tarazani. Then comes Sword Fighter and Sean O'Casey. But it's a double on the card for Pat Smullen and Dermot Weld as Harzand absolutely routs them. Sword Fighter on the far side pinches the second from Tarazani. But it's Harzand the leader, racing now to the final furlong and begins to race on clear. Tarazani, Sean O'Casey, and then Sword Fighter and Qatari Hunter. But it's Harzand clear, going right away from Tarazani. Then comes Sword Fighter and Sean O'Casey. But it's a double on the card for Pat Smullen and Dermot Weld as Harzand absolutely routs them. Sword Fighter on the far side pinches the second from Tarazani, and then Qatari Hunter and Sean O'Casey.
They're off. Theodorico on the outside disputes the lead. Play the game gone through on the inside, a joint issue. They're followed by Harzand, and just behind them is Beacon Rock, and they're being followed by Moonlight Magic, who's towards the outside. A couple of lengths then to Cook Islands, followed by Idaho as they make their way down now to the mile pole. And in the lead is Theodorico and Ronan Whelan from Beacon Rock. Close up on the outside for Shamie Heffernan. In third place comes Play the Game and Shane Foley. In fourth place is Moonlight Magic, and they're followed by Harzand in fifth. Tracking them is Cook Island 6 and a couple of lengths to the back marker of the 7 runners, Idaho. Racing right across from the stands and just about now to reach the 6 furlong point, and it's Theodorico in the lead from Play the Game on the inside. They're closely followed by Beacon Rock on the outer. They're tracked by Moonlight Magic in fourth, and then comes Harzand in company with Cook Islands, and Idaho is the back marker. Making the run past the 5 furlong point, there's little change from the outset as Theodorico continues in front for Ronan Whelan. Second is Beacon Rock, Shamie Heffernan. Play the Game, Shane Foley, just ahead of Moonlight Magic and Kevin Manning. Harzand and Pat Smullen on the inside of Cook Islands, and Ryan Moore with Idaho and Colm O'Donoghue, the back markers. So they swing now to make the run across towards the 3 mark, and Theodorico pushed along, stalked all the while by Beacon Rock. Then comes Moonlight Magic in third. In fourth place, Play the Game. Then comes Harzand and Cook Islands as they race for the approach to the straight. Theodorico from Beacon Rock. They're being followed by Cook Islands, making ground on the outside of Moonlight Magic, and then Idaho improving ahead of Harzand, so they straighten up for home now. Beacon Rock with Idaho on the outside. In between them is Cook Islands, and the 3 Ballydoyle runners in front of Harzand and Moonlight Magic, and it is Idaho and Kevin and the leader from on the near side, Harzand, and it's Idaho and Colm O'Donoghue. Harzand is staying on well on the near side and wearing him down. They're racing clear of the others, and it's Harzand who's going to make it 2 out of 2 and wins for Pat Smullen, and Dermot Weld beats Idaho clear of Beacon Rock, Cook Islands and Moonlight Magic.
And Massart, runner-up in the 2,000 guineas, and they move forward together. So the field of 16 are all set, all in, and they're off. So the field leaves the stalls for the Investec Derby of 2016. Port Douglas is hurried up to the lead, with Deauville also racing handily and also moving forward in the early stages. Shogun, Ulysses up towards the inside as well as they make their way through the first furlong, with Port Douglas just taking them along. Towards the outside of the field, both Cloth of Stars racing in a handy position, in company as well with Massart, who's racing a little keenly as Port Douglas now crosses over and makes his way towards the running rail. In fourth place is Shogun, just ahead of Moonlight Music, who's towards the inside at the moment. Moonlight Magic sitting in about 5th place, as settling just behind those we have Idaho. Ulysses drops into about midfield with Harzand at the moment, and also across the Stars. US Army Ranger is given time towards the rear of the field in company with Wings of Desire, and having jumped from the outside stall, Red Verdon has been given time as well, crossing right behind the field along with Humphrey Bogart is at the rear of the field. So out in front and at a reasonable gallop, it is Port Douglas who tows the Derby field up the hill and continues the climb from inside second place, the Godolphin blue jacket of Cloth of Stars. Third for Moonlight Magic, racing on the inside of Massart, with in fifth place the free-sweating Idaho on the outside of Shogun, and then across the Stars. Harzand midfield in company with Ulysses, then Biodynamic, who's just ahead of Deauville. Wings of Desire in those maroon colours. US Army Ranger, the all dark blue, has Humphrey Bogart and Red Verdon behind, as now the field begin that trademark descent towards Tattenham Corner, and there is no hanging about for Port Douglas out in front. He has gone 5 or 6 lengths clear. In second place, Cloth of Stars. Massart, Biodynamic, moves up on the outside. Then behind these we have Idaho, just pushed along to give chase is Moonlight Magic. At this stage across the Stars with Harzand, Algometer comes next with Wings of Desire. US Army Rangers still in no hurry, and right at the back of the field is Red Verdon. Port Douglas leads the turn for home, but the pack are right at his heels. Cloth of Stars poised to have first crack. Then Massart, pulling out is Idaho. Harzand comes next, pulled towards the outside. Wings of Desire, US Army Ranger. Red Verdon getting a nice seam right up the inside rail. Port Douglas is taken on by Cloth of Stars. Now joining in down the outside is Idaho. Harzand comes next. Red Verdon ran out of room on the inside. Right down the outside, Wings of Desire and US Army Ranger. Idaho striped cap and Harzand are the first to go for home. US Army Ranger is now in full cry towards the outside. They enter the final furlong. Harzand, US Army Ranger have got to the leader's girth, but has still got to get by as Harzand is pulling out more. And it's Harzand in the colours of the Aga Khan who has won the Investec Derby for Pat Smullen and Dermot Wells. US Army Ranger second, Idaho in third in a clean sweep for Ireland. In fourth place, Wings of Desire, Humphrey Bogart, Red Verdon, Algometer and Cloth of Stars.
They're off and running in the Dubai Duty-Free Irish Derby, and on the breakaway it's pushed up now to show just in the lead Shogun and Colm O'Donoghue, with stable companion Port Douglas on the outside. Aberdeen has now raced up past them on the outside for Lee Roach to now move on the pace and quicken it up down the far side. So Aberdeen going along to pick up the running and stretch clear of Port Douglas. Harzand has now moved into third place. Shogun is next with Red Verdon. Idaho is next, being followed by Claudio Monteverde, and then comes Stellar Mass in company with Moonlight Magic. But making the way right down the far side, and Aberdeen leads them now up towards the 9 furlong point with a lead of over 6 lengths. To in second place Port Douglas. Harzand, the Epsom hero, in third place, a couple of lengths in front of Idaho, who's in fourth, and they're being followed by Shogun, who's just ahead of Stellar Mass, improving a place ahead of Red Verdon, and towards the back of the field is Moonlight Magic and Claudio Monteverde. Beginning the run now to the 7 mark and shortly making the climb up to the top of the hill. Aberdeen is out in front for Lee Roach, leads by 7 to 8 lengths. Port Douglas, Shamey Eppin in second, 3 parts of a length then to Harzand in third, 2.5 lengths further back then to Idaho, who's running fourth on the inside of Shogun, Stellar Mass, Claudio Monteverde, and then Red Verdon and Moonlight Magic. At the top of the hill now and beginning to make the descent down for the turn into the straight, and Aberdeen continues to lead. From in second place is Port Douglas. Harzand is third, a couple of lengths in front of Idaho in fourth. Stellar Mass is next on the inside of Shogun. Claudio Monteverde, Moonlight Magic and Red Verdon as they race now for the approach to the straight. 3.5 furlongs to go. Aberdeen leading Port Douglas. Harzand in third and tracked by Idaho in fourth. Stellar Mass is next with Shogun, Claudio Monteverde, Moonlight Magic and Red Verdon as they come off the bend now and race for home. Aberdeen, Port Douglas and Harzand looming up on the outside now to go to the front, being followed then by Idaho in fourth. They're passing the 2 now, and Harzand and Pat Smullen go to the front, being chased now by Idaho and Ryan Moore on the outside. Stellar Mass is staying on well. They're racing now towards the final furlong. Harzand now with a battle on. Idaho throwing down a tremendous challenge on the near side. They're in front of Stellar Mass. Red Verdon is coming back. Harzand is digging deep for Pat Smullen. He's going to win the Derby. Harzand scores for His Highness the Aga Khan, and Dermot Well confirms placings with Idaho, pushed them all the way. Stellar Mass and Red Verdon are next.
And